This is Off Topic with Derek and Hector. Enjoy the show.
What are we talking about today?
But today we were talking about jury duty. Gotta do the clap. Gotta.
All right, so jury duty is about this dude named Ronald.
Reagan?
Ronald Reagan. He has a war against drugs.
He said, I am not a crook.
And then he gets
Oh, that's
dementia. And
Then he almost starts the Cuban Missile Crisis.
it wasn't during him, right?
I don't know.
That was in the 60s.
Was it?
That was JFK.
That was JFK. Yeah, I remember
Oh.
in X-Men First Class.
That's right. Movies teach you history.
Everything's real in the movies.
They basically set this whole thing up.
Fake case.
Yeah, fake
Fake
case.
everything. The guy Ronald signed up for a documentary thinking that they were going to have obviously a documentary about jury duty, about like a specific case or whatever, and he's going to be recorded and whatnot.
Yeah, it's all centered around this one guy, Ronald, and
Reagan?
McDonald.
Ronald McDonald!
And Grimace is there.
It's
and,
always sunny.
And Charlie.
Well, basically, if you're watching this, you've seen the show. So let's just go right into like best people in the best act. The jurors are definitely the Asian dude, the judge, because that dude was like legit. I thought he was actually a judge.
I thought he wasn't in on it.
I thought he was a judge that was in on it. That's what
okay.
I thought he was. I thought he was just a regular judge that was in on it. And then the old lady that was falling asleep. Because those two, everybody else were basically kind of like, those are like the normal people.
Lonnie?
No.
Lonnie was, to me, in my opinion, Lonnie was the best.
But like, if you looked at Lonnie, he acted normal.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. These are all everybody's acting like normal people. Like they didn't act like they were different.
Were not acting like normal people. The dude with the glasses was not acting normal.
Which one's the guy with the glasses?
I forget his name.
Kim.
Noah.
Oh, but those guys are like,
they were like out of this world people.
those are like obvious, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you could like look at him like, why is this guy acting like nobody acts like this? You know what I mean? Like the Asian dude, legit,
Yeah.
like you was like, oh, this dude's really not from this country. when he would talk, he's like, you are. Yeah, oh, it's no good. And then he was like, talk slow. And then when he talked normal at the end, I was like, see, that's why he was like one of the best ones. And then the old lady, when she was falling asleep,
I think
she looked like she died a few times. Like one eye was like open. Like,
Did you notice that she was like lying down with her feet up?
yeah. She was like, I just sit down too long. My back hurts. And she put her feet up. And I was like, yes. Yes. Those two were like, if I was in the jury, I would not believe those two were actors.
I wouldn't think that Lonnie was an actor either.
I know, but he was like acting normal. There wasn't nothing.
That's what I like about him.
He was.
If you notice when they tell him, he's like, oh, all right, like everyone's an actor, and then he's like, wait,
Oh, yeah, even Lonnie?
Even Lonnie?
Even Lonnie, the normalest one here. He's like, yeah, I'm just normal. But even Vanessa was acting normal too.
True.
There was nothing was off about Vanessa except for the end when she wouldn't agree with them. Because at one point it was just her that said not liable.
No, it was just the gym teacher guy.
They singled her out at one point where she was just like talking about how she still didn't believe it, even though all the evidence was like pointing like it was not liable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were just like, when they said not liable at the end, that one person, I was like, Vanessa, come on now.
I just like hanging out with you guys so much.
Yeah, I know. He gave him a hug and everything. I was like, you couldn't tell. Like those guys, those seem like normal people. Oh, the funniest part about that guy, Ross, that's his name.
Yeah, Ross. Yeah.
He's like, so you have 36 kids?
Yeah, I'm a teacher.
Yeah. How does that work? Like, you have 36.
Are you fostering?
Are you fostering?
Yeah, I even fostered 36 kids. Dude, what about the old lady? Hey, man, it's just not for me.
I appreciate you coming down here. She was about to die on the spot. It's just not for me.
The guy's like, I got my C4 and whatever.
C4, my C2, C3. You know, I got pinched back here. You know,
Sir.
let me see that again. Where were you pointing? You know, down here, sir.
Yeah, they're actually up here, and then he goes, "How about it's not for me?" Is that where it still does that still work?
Oh,
That guy's on Parks and Rec. You ever seen Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
He was the
is?
sanitation guy.
I gotta go back. I mean,
The trash guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go
So
back.
he was.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Like, I don't think-
I've never seen any of those people.
That's
before
the only
or
guy
anything.
I would recognize. Oh, and the old lady.
I was gonna say,
she's
I
been in a
seen the
bunch
old
of,
lady.
The
before.
not for me lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
No, the not for me lady. I've seen her.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, not the old, not the.
Yeah, not the.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I was just looking down. I can't see my eyes.
That lady was nuts.
Yeah, that was crazy. He was like, I don't want to be the full person. Oh, you're the full person. Like, oh.
And then what's her name? The Mexican lady. She was trying to be all important.
Oh yeah.
And she couldn't get the orbit.
So I just want to be the leader, steer the ship. You know, I've been. Oh yeah, when they picked the 4 person, and they were like, you know, gotta. He's like, oh yeah, you did a good job stepping up in time, and he was just like, oh okay. When you ordered lunch,
You were quick to respond to the guy falling. He wasn't even near him.
it wasn't even. Yeah,
It was
didn't say
Ross.
anything about that. It was Ross. It's like he's like, I can't believe you didn't get it. You were the one who went for the guy. When that dude fell. Ah! He's like, ah!
Wait, so you didn't get hurt?
No, I did. That would have been funnier. He's like, no, I actually did. We messed up the stunt.
I am 73 years old, so I don't know
That
why
guy's
I'm
a stunt man. I was like, I mean, I guess old people need stuntmen too. Old actors.
Imagine, like, I know people that went gray younger. Imagine he's like, oh, older. I'm 32. He just looks old.
All right, you want to go through episodes or first episode?
I mean,
I don't think there was any big flags in the first episode.
other than him telling him
Other than
that
James Marsden.
that Sonic sucked.
Yeah, Sonic Suck made me think like he's in on it. Like instantly, I was like, he's in on it. Because why would you say that to an actor? Like, why would you talk about someone like? And then he was like way too casual with James Marsden, even
Yeah.
though like, yeah, he's not like I don't think he's like super big, but he is actually
He's pretty big.
He is pretty big, but like
Yeah.
if I see him in real life, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm just gonna be like, oh.
Hey,
Well, I guess he was acting.
it's not Noah. I forget
It's
his name.
It's X-Men.
Yeah.
It's Cyclops.
Are you man or are you X? Which one are you? You Dash? He's X-Men, yeah. Wasn't he in Hop?
Hop, the bunny, Easter Bunny. Run?
Yeah,
with
Easter
the guy
Bunny
who
movie.
did the drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Hop?
Yeah, I never seen it though.
No, me either.
He was in 27 Dresses. He was in Notebook. He was like, why you say Notebook? I'm not even a guy from the Notebook. Anybody say Notebook, they think Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I know. Why'd you say X-Men? You never lead with X-Men.
I was thinking Jack. He was like, I didn't know Nick Swartz was the voice of Sonic. Yeah, he was the voice of Sonic.
Yeah, other than him being like he was normal at times, but then he was too over the top at others.
He might have been over the top every time. The only time where I thought he was kind of like normal was when they were reading lines off of each other.
Oh, and the poop.
Even that was kind of like, come on. But like after the poop, when they went downstairs, and the crazy thing about that whole part when they were actually reading lines back and forth,
Yeah.
I was just like, this is like night and day. Like he is
Yeah.
an actor. Like you could tell, even though this is all fake, that he's reading all these fake things, but he's actually trying to act in front of them.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's pretty cool. Just seeing that, I'd probably start laughing, like trying to read the lines, because even the dude trying to
He's like, do it with more.
yeah, right.
Do it like
What
this.
do you even mean?
Emphasis? I like the way you move. Like, oh, what about the weird guy?
Oh, the weird. See, that's the other thing. That's why he was so perfect. Because if the weird guy was my roommate, and he was sliding little notes under my door, I would have blocked it first. I would have put a towel so he couldn't slide the notes under. And then as soon as he opened it, I would like close the door and like not acknowledge him.
If I knock once, I'm awake. If I knock twice, I'm going to sleep. If I knock 3 times, I'm taking a bath. Are you serious?
Yeah, if that weird guy was like my roommate, I don't know. But see, I kind of am how he acts toward I'm kind of like that towards people like that. You kind of just like, you like.
I don't think unless you were like a huge like douche.
Yeah, you wouldn't just like not. But it was just too much.
Yeah.
Like, of course this guy's my roommate. Like of course the weird one is gonna be, and of course all this stuff starts happening. Then all of a sudden now he's the weird. Now I'm the foreman, and I'm like, you can't just put things together.
Once it rains, it pours.
They only show us what we want, what
True.
they wanted us to see.
True.
So when they were at the end of at the last episode, when they were actually explaining everything, and they talked about how at some points it seems like they went too far off, and they like, oh, he might catch on.
Yeah.
And then they stopped everything, and then it was like a regular ass day.
Oh, what's
That's where I'm just like, that's probably what kept him from like speculating like what's really going on, because once they like did their little thing, got it all recorded, and they're like, all right, we don't need to do anything else for the day, then there's probably like 12 hours of just normal nothing.
Yeah.
So that's just like, oh, nothing weird happening so far, only early this morning. But
I think the defense attorney was too bad.
oh yeah,
Like I wouldn't.
that video, the animated video, as soon as that animated video played, it would have been over. I would have been like, what? No.
And then he goes, I gotta talk to my nephew.
He knocks over the damn screen. Y'all talking? I'm having a bad day, Judge. I'm having a bad 3 bad days in a row. I'm like, all right.
I think they overplayed him.
And then they, when he questioned this dude, and then he was just like all interrogating him. He's like, how are you even keeping your job anyway? How you get fired for 3? I was like, what? How is he flipping on his own client?
It's like, man, you against me too? What are you doing right now? Nah, but between the weird guy, I don't know.
The chance? Chair pants? He said, sir, are those crutches? Oh, I'm sorry. I got to give you privacy. Because I have an apparatus that's on the inside.
I give props to the props dude who made chants that actually worked.
I know he sat down and he was like,
And then him trying to get in the band with him. Like,
but he was so weird that you would look at him like, yes, this guy would definitely try to go into the car with those chants on. He's like, you comfy? Yeah, I'm good.
He tries to close the door.
I got it. I got it.
Oh man,
His foot up his ass like.
I guess you need
got
it. You needed a straight man like Lonnie in there. If everyone was over the top,
Lonnie kept it from not being like whatever, not being like fixed or whatever. The old lady did too, because she was like, that's like a great, like a normal.
yeah, it's like a normal older person. Yeah.
And then the Asian guy, Kim, because he was just
He was so good.
he was really good when he said, oh, is he? And then I didn't want to be the foreman, and then he got the foreman, and I am very happy. I did not get foreman.
the one person that like in general, the guy with the glasses was a little bit too unbelievable, but I didn't mind him. There was two things.
What do you mean you didn't mind him?
That it was like, all right, he's a normal.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so you're
just,
talking about like he wouldn't raise any flags. You're like, what's going on here?
To a certain extent.
I was gonna say because
Yeah, to a certain extent. As the series progresses, like, but in the beginning he was like a normal guy.
yeah,
And then with the whole I'm
except for
racist.
the racist. I thought it'd work. So
Who told you that? And he's like looking at the dude.
oh. It's never mind that. He was like, oh, I didn't tell him to say that. He's like, I saw this one time in Family Guy where Peter said he was racist and he got off jury duty. He's like, what? No
Did
way.
you see that? And they were like, oh, we wrote that.
Yeah.
But then we took it out because it was too much. But then he brought it up. It's like, oh, man, we got to do it.
That's what was so crazy about this.
And he said it to the person that was actually going to say that he was racist.
Yeah.
So
that was perfect. That's what's so crazy about the show is that they all had to react to what he said.
I know.
The thing that I thought was happening was everything was improv. I thought they just put actors in a room and they were just like improv everything. So the actors were going bouncing off each other. So I thought like because
there has to be like there's like a skeleton, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but I thought that was kind of like a skeleton. Like, hey, this is how the day's gonna go. Improv, like the actors.
Yeah.
So improv shouldn't be. I mean, obviously improv sounds like it's not gonna be hard, but the actors. So I would assume like they can do that. Just for the fact that they were already interacting with him, and I'm just like, wait, they're interacting with him like normally, like
Yeah.
These are things that like they don't know what he's gonna say, but they still have to react to everything. So I'm just like, if they're doing that with him, then like it wouldn't surprise me if they were doing that with each other. You know, like they all know each other's characters.
Yeah.
As they're interacting, and then they're just like interacting off each other. I'm like, yeah, because that's how you're gonna have to do it anyways. You gotta act normal, and like that's how unscripted, unstaged is gonna be. Is everyone just all right? You're in the room together. Just action, go.
Yeah. Talk.
Don't get caught.
There's two things I didn't like. It was Gina. I didn't like Gina.
Yeah, she was a little too much.
A little too much. And the bailiff.
The bailiff. You don't like the bailiff?
I didn't like the bailiff.
I was like,
But mostly because my dad's a bailiff. And I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, then that's definitely why.
Yeah, I think that was the only things that it didn't ruin, obviously it didn't ruin the series for me,
Nah.
but it like,
The only thing that
it kept it down, in my
like,
opinion.
like this ruin how good it is. Like it was
Yeah.
actually funny, but like from what I was hearing, I thought it was gonna be like a lot funnier.
True.
It wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be, but it was like really good. It was still good. It was fun.
Dare I say it, without those two people, in my opinion, it would have been like up in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
They brought it down. Like
They brought it down, in my opinion. Like,
what did they do to bring it down?
I don't know, just
because they
they-
acted like a bailiff, and the other lady just.
she was too over the top, man.
But she was like
Dude,
over the
when-
top with the other guy. Yeah.
With the
those-
thing with the lollipop and then putting it on her breasts.
I see those people you could see those people at
Really?
Walmart.
I don't know. I've never
You
seen
don't.
anyone.
You've never seen those Walmart
I don't-
videos.
I don't.
You gotta go look up some
I
Walmart.
guess.
There's a whole different breed in Walmart. Walmart is it's a scary place at night.
But, I'm lucky the one over here closes at 11.
Yeah, the ones that close early, they're not the scary. But the 24-hour Walmarts,
Yeah, we don't have those.
you'll
here.
see some things. I think they got rid of that 24-hour on purpose.
They got them in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, you'll see.
You
some
don't go
things
there. You got shot.
you get shot, and then you'll have to work it off at Walmart
Yeah.
because they'll shoot you. You work for us now.
No, I don't. But yeah, I mean that's the only thing from like keeping it from me liking it like wholeheartedly, like the whole thing.
I give it like
But-
an 8 out of 10.
Oh no, definitely,
yeah.
it's up there. I really
good.
liked it.
I liked it a lot. I just still can't believe how he couldn't. Like, I can believe how he couldn't figure it out, but at the same time, I'm just like James Marsden. Like, he blew it for me. Like
In the beginning?
from the very beginning, how he act. I'm just like, you're a public figure. You're gonna act like a child.
Yeah.
Really. First you get mad,
And then you don't want to be in it. Then you want to be foreman.
and then the acting that on his part for that, it just seemed like he was acting. Like, you're an actor, and then and I see him act like it's like. Well, I mean, this is a documentary, so he's probably supposed to act like this in this documentary. Maybe there's something that I would actually
he got
assume.
paid.
I would assume like maybe they paid him to act this way in this documentary series.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess that's what he could have thought, but he never even said it. So
No.
you know, because even in the show, he was like, "Yeah, at the end, I hated James Marsden. Oh, this dude was a douche and blah blah blah." I was like. I'm like, really? Like, why would somebody make you want to? And that wasn't a red flag. Like, you wouldn't think, like, why would he be working with other people if he was a douche in real life? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm pretty sure if you're a douchebag and people find out you're a douchebag, like, I'm not going to go to an interview, act like a douchebag, and then they're going to be like, I like that douchebag. I want him to work. I want to work with that douchebag. He's an asshole. That guy's great.
The part with, you didn't get the part. He's like, no. He tosses stuff on the trash.
Don't tell me it's Chris. Which one? Hemsworth or
Pine.
he's like Hemsworth or Pine? Better not be Pine. Ah!
He throws the phone and then goes, I'm sorry, that was yours.
That was the good thing about Marston. Marston was the entertainment for us.
Yeah.
He was entertainment for the viewers, and because like a lot of his stuff that was off scenes was hilarious.
Who'd you think would be a better, like, because I mean, didn't Marston like producer or something?
No idea.
Like, who would be a better actor to pull this off? Not because he's not.
Honestly, they should have just had an unknown.
He's like an A-tier actor. He's not like superstar level, but he's an A-tier actor.
But isn't that A tier? So superstar S tier?
Yeah,
I
guess.
was okay. Then yeah, he's not in B movies. He's in average.
I mean,
movies.
he's
Yeah.
in B movies, but
He was.
He's had.
He's not in anymore. After Westworld, he's been up. He's been up since Westworld.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched Westworld.
Yeah, Marston. from the very beginning when he was trying to get out, and the paparazzi showed up. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't make it. Blah blah blah. Sorry, it's just a distraction. You see me all in the movies." And then the other thing that blew it, that I thought Ronald was in it, was when the judge asked him, "Do you think he would be a distraction?" And he said, "No."
He said not to him.
Yeah, exactly. He said not to him, and I'm just like, but he literally just had a distraction like pop up here.
Yeah.
and like he's trying to get out. You literally just had a conversation with the actor who's trying to get out of there.
Yeah, sorry, why wouldn't you help him?
Exactly. Why would you be like, no, he's not a distraction. Let him stay. I want to be his best friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless that's literally what is going on in his head. But like,
But he didn't know they were going to be sequestered.
you're right. But like, even then, I would still try to help him out. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
James
mean-
Marsden. I'm gonna hook him up. I'll help him out. He'll remember me. Maybe.
And then I'd be like, you owe me.
Yeah, right. I'm like, you don't owe me, right? Maybe I'll get a movie. Sign something for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sign something, take me to a red carpet. I got you out of this. It's a
Right.
week out of your life. Give me one night.
That's why somehow they picked the perfect guy, because like in certain situations I would do the complete opposite, and he would do that. And I'm just like,
I mean,
I
I guess
know.
his answer, like, he didn't want to seem like
the crazy thing is
Taking
they
the side of an-
they had situations for like certain answers that he gave. So I would wonder like if he said he would be a distraction for me, they would still, something else would happen that makes him stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you know what it would have been like? Well, if he's gonna be a distraction for you, then make sure you don't sit next to him or something like that. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. But I guess he didn't want to take a side that strong and not be it for the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to get on the judge's bad side, seeing as the judge already.
Yeah.
Or maybe, or he did sign up for it. Maybe
Yeah.
he thought if he said, yeah, it's going to be a distraction for me, then, all right, then you can leave. Because he actually did want to be there.
Yeah.
'Cause he signed
did.
up for
Yeah,
it.
he wanted to be there.
So he thought like the judge would have kicked him out instead of James Marsden, because he already didn't think
I don't know,
anything
because
of.
that whole like sequence, that conversation what they just had was literally him trying to get like, don't worry, I'll leave. I'm getting out of here. I'll leave.
Yeah.
And then like the whole thing was like geared towards, it was all steered towards getting him out of there. And then all of a sudden like, no, he can stay. He's not distracting me at all. You know, like that whole conversation literally meant for him to be like, he would be a distraction. Like that should
Yeah.
be your answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he would be a distraction. You can go, and then like he would walk out, and I'm like, I got you, man. Like I got you, homie. Don't worry about it.
I'll introduce you to Leo or something.
I know, right? Can I get in the next Westworld or something?
What's a favor you would ask?
Let me meet Sonic. I'd ask to be in Sonic 3.
Just like a guy, just like, I'll drink a coffee or whatever.
Like Sonic like run by, and then like I'm drinking, and like, oh, what was that?
You don't.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Ah, my face.
I think you don't get paid if you don't get paid if you don't talk, right? In movies and whatever.
No idea.
I think you don't. So it'd be like, I just want one line. It'd be like, I want to be Beaker in the Muppets movie. That was.
I'm like, all right, paint your head red. Like squish your face.
I want to be. I would ask to like meet Leo or someone.
Leo.
What's a big connection that you think? Oh, meet Jackman.
Yeah, I've never seen him with in a movie with Leo.
No, exactly.
I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think he's not S tier. He was just talking about A's and ABS's.
But Jackman is at S tier, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. Yeah,
So,
he definitely is.
I would say, let me meet
Wolverine and
Jackman.
Cyclops aren't that cool, so they might.
true.
In real life, it might be the same way.
He did get killed off, so. And he didn't bring him back. He brought Iceman and not Cyclops for Days of Future Past.
Because Cyclops was dead at the time.
No, it's Jean Grey was there. Was he dead?
They were all dead.
When he reverts the timeline,
Yeah, he walks by him.
he does. That's what I.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Like, I don't remember.
No, well, you say he brought Thing back, and I was just like, no. He walks by him. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he's
okay.
like, he looks back, and he's like,
I don't remember him.
he gives him like a little smirk, and then like he's like, "Oh, hey." He says he actually has a line. They talk.
Oh, shoot.
Because he was like, he was happy to see Cyclops, but Cyclops was still being a dick because he didn't like him still. So he was like, well, "All right, whatever, man."
You got him. Weren't you supposed to be at the bottom of the lake?
I know, right?
Wait, how did he dies? Right? Jean Grey pulls the lake onto him or something.
How Cyclops dies?
Yeah.
They don't really show it.
Oh no, he goes to the lake.
Yeah, he just dies in that area.
Yeah.
Like, they start kissing, and then like
And-
it looked
and-
like she was absorbing his powers or
Yeah.
something, and then all of a sudden like it just kind of ends, and then
Like
new scene like his
explodes or
glasses.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then his glasses just kind of there. Oh, she takes his powers away. because he says, "Look at me," and he's
Yeah.
like, "No," and he opens his eyes and he can finally see.
Yeah. But then it like goes inside of him or something. Because she's like covering the eyes with her magic powers.
Yeah.
That's X2, right?
3.
X3?
Yeah, the bad one.
Was that the one with the guy who's like,
No, it's the first one.
the guy with the bars?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Nah, the third one was Archangel, right? They cut off his wings.
Yep.
I don't have wings. Ben Foster. That's a great actor.
It's crazy how he's still in like he acts like he should be in S tier, but he's not it's definitely because of like his look.
It's
because he's
him?
not like a handsome dude or something. You know what I mean?
You know who's the other guy? The pirate from Dodgeball.
Oh yeah, I know.
That
Steve.
guy,
He's in everything though.
he
He
is
does voice work. He does a lot of motion capture voice work.
he's in absolutely everything.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Because of the look, you know, it's like a redhead guy. Steve? He's like,
You know who's the best part of Rogue One?
Rogue One?
He's the robot.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What's his name? Alan Tudyk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alan.
Tudyk or something.
Tudyk, like,
I
yeah,
don't
it
know
is
how
like
you
that.
pronounce his last name. But, no, we're talking about...
I don't know. Oh, an actor who would have been better than James Marsden and
Oh,
Jerry
yeah,
Duty.
exactly. I don't...
It's hard because
I think he's, like, just believable enough.
yeah, exactly. He's not as popular enough to be like, I don't believe why he's this. He's a here.
Like,
know?
you couldn't get Ben Schwartz to do it,
No.
right? No.
He's too much of a comedian. As soon as he walked in, I'm like, this is a joke. All right. You guys literally.
Because
yeah.
you haven't seen Parks and Rec, man.
Who?
You.
I said I have. What are you talking about?
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, that you didn't remember. Imagine John Ralphio.
Yeah, exactly.
I got run over by a Lexus.
Oh man.
No, the only guy here I believe is Lonnie.
Yeah, Lonnie was the normal guy. But that's the thing, like, as acting wise, I'm telling you, the old lady and Kim were like great as actors. Because like everyone else they could just act normal. They basically acted like
True.
themselves.
True.
But the Asian dude, he had to actually like change the way he
Dude.
talked, his manners, all that stuff.
I felt so bad.
But what?
When with the $2,000.
The $2,000, I was dying. Oh my! Oh,
Like he made you believe it. Would you? I wouldn't have taken his money.
nobody would have. No.
Nah.
No.
Only
Only
a-
an asshole
Yeah.
would have did that. Nobody would have.
No, Ken, you bet $20 and you owe me.
Imagine took his money and then like at the end it's revealed like, well, since you took his money, here's the 2,000, you asshole. You don't get 100,000. Ken's the one who gives him the money too. Is it Ken or Kim?
Ken.
Was it Ken?
Yeah, it's Ken.
I thought it was Kim.
His real name's Ron.
Ron. That was funny. All right,
Yeah.
let's keep going. So what else was happening after?
Dude, the soaking part was
That was
hilarious.
so funny. The craziest thing that I'm always thinking of is like, what if he said yes?
I know.
But I know they specifically did that so that he would feel uncomfortable and say no. But what on the off chance he said yes? What would they have had to do? I think what would have happened was they would still be in the same how they made the video, like
Yeah.
when James Marsden's jumping on the bed. And like how it looked like they were kind of having sex, but they were like covered up. I think it
Yeah.
would have just been that. They would have been covered up like that. And like he would have, like, he's not going to look.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, well, I don't know. Like if he's offered to go and do it, this is where the point where it's just like, I don't know how they picked the perfect guy for this.
No, red flag. Why would James Marsden actually want to do that? It's like, yeah, I got nothing else to do. What?
Yeah. Really? Yeah, you know, let's all go. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, I'm coming too. Maybe we'll just alternate. Jump.
Yeah. You go from the top or go from the bottom and just push the bed up. I don't know, man. That
It's
would have
so
been great
hard.
if he actually said yes.
If he said yes, I would have loved. I wish they even explained, like, you know, the part when the soaking, like, if you would have said yes, this is what we would have done. They just explained that. I would have went nuts. Like, that's crazy.
Dwarf?
The Jorf shirts? I don't know how
I kind of want a Dwarf shirt now.
Oh, man, I don't know. I want to, but then at the same time, I'm just like, what if somebody does, like,
What if they actually started adopting that term?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because they said they made like posts online.
Is that what they said beforehand? So that because he Googled it.
He Googled it, yeah,
and then
they
it
made the
popped
post.
up. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like something else though.
Would like
I thought it was gonna relate back to the case. That's what I thought it was gonna do. I thought it was gonna relate back to the case, and there was like another conspiracy going on with that. But then they kind of just set that up just so that whole interaction at the restaurant.
that's true. I was thinking along those routes.
The witnesses. The influencer lady, that girl, she was like, Vanessa's like, I don't know why, but she was like, I just want to punch her in the face. Just.
Don't blame me because I'm rich.
Oh yeah, I was like,
I was born rich. They made fun of me. Money bags.
you call me Jackie.
I know
My name's Jacqueline, but you
it's
can call me
Jacqueline. What the hell?
I don't know about Jacqueline. There's nothing like physically attractive or anything, but this, this kind of reminds me of my wife. His wife shows up on his birthday
and leaves. No, what was she doing? Oh, she told me she couldn't make it. But
she just came to tell me she couldn't make it because we don't talk anymore. I hate my life.
Poor Ross. I started feeling for Ross. But then I was like, man, you're really keeping us here because you have no friends? That's not my fault. Kind of want to go home.
Yeah.
I've been sequestered for who knows how long. Was it 30 days or something like that?
3 weeks.
Like, dude.
I think 3 weeks. Like 14.
I want to eat what I want to eat. Well, I guess. Oh, did you understand the part about
I did not
eating?
understand about that part about eating. They were like, yeah, we had to eat twice. I'm like, why did you have to eat twice? Why didn't you just order your food there?
I mean,
apparently they had to order it beforehand.
And eat it and then eat it again.
They had to steer the conversation so it looked like they were ordering different stuff every day.
Yeah.
But then it's just like...
I mean, in case anybody doesn't know, at the end of the last episode is them revealing everything. And they go into this whole thing about eating. And if... Hopefully somebody's watching this.
They try to make it all realistic. They try to make it like, you know, every day in the court there's lunchtime and everyone gets to pick what they want for lunch. And it's not even like that was another thing they did was pretty smart was that they had to order from one place every day instead of different people ordering different stuff. They should have had the whole menu available at any moment and then just gave it to them.
Yeah.
But what they did was they had food for the day and they were just like, all right, make sure we steer towards this food that we all get. And just like it seemed like it was way more of a hassle than it should have been.
The only explanation that I could have is that since they are paid actors union or whatever, like they have to have.
Well,
this
the other
time.
thing was
you don't have to eat.
I was like behind the scenes, they were still working. They did rehearsals and all this other stuff, which was like, oh, they actually did. That's what I was like, oh, they actually rehearsed all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that would have been cool if it was just all improv at all times.
I mean, but the thing that they rehearsed was
the warehouse.
Yeah, the warehouse, and then the guy falling. But I guess that could have been at any moment. Like it didn't actually have to be during the trial.
And then they also, the warehouse rehearsal was cool because they did the whole COVID thing, so they had to keep him like in his room the whole time.
What if he like called someone?
They took away phones too. Remember?
Oh,
no phone, no internet.
But the hotel phone? They didn't have the hotel phone. The hotel room phone. You can call someone in the hotel.
They might have like specifically took the phones out just because it's like a jury case or something.
Because if you're in that situation, you have to be able to talk to like front desk or something. Oh, like bring me food or something along those lines. But yeah, if anyone's watching this and they understand the part about the food, please explain.
Yeah, because I don't know why the dude was like, I had to eat lunch twice, and I was like,
maybe
you could have just waited until you had to eat lunch.
Maybe you're just like
court.
Like I don't.
I think it's because he was just hungry. Maybe the lunches were like a lot later. I don't know what time they ate lunch in the jury.
So what?
You know what I mean? Like if I ate lunch later on, I'd be kind of like, I need to eat now. But I would at least eat just a little bit so that I'm like, I know I got to eat
because I know I got to eat later.
Still just like, oh, I just had a nice full lunch. Oh crap, I forgot. Gotta eat again.
What if he's like, oh man, I gotta poop. Well, you haven't eaten since yesterday. We've been together all,
I know.
except for that 1/2 hour. Why you gotta poop? You haven't eaten. I don't know, man.
It's like my body, just I'm old. You start pooping things out.
This is my C4. This is my C4 right here in my knee.
Oh man.
Also, why didn't they just let the kid use his own glasses?
He made it. No, he didn't have glasses. but he didn't want to put fake glasses on to make it because I guess fake glasses look a little too like you can look at something like, oh, those must be like fake lenses.
Oh, he didn't wear glasses?
Yeah, he didn't wear glasses.
I thought he wore glasses and they gave him fake ones that weren't his prescription.
I think they were trying to give him fake ones, but he didn't want to he didn't want to be like, what if he does notice that these are fake?
Yeah.
Instead of prescriptions. So
I mean, you can tell when someone has
when
fake
people wear
glasses.
fake glasses, I'm like, you look like an idiot. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, put sunglasses on or something. Like when people go to clubs or bars, this is my outfit. They put on fake glasses to go without. I'm like, really? You don't look smart. You look actually really dumb because I know those don't work. Like, why do you have those? Those don't work for sun or anything.
Meanwhile, I have glasses. I don't want to wear them.
Yeah, and you look smart.
So one thing I think it was like one of those videos like, oh, people with glasses are screwed in the apocalypse.
Oh yeah,
because I can't get new ones.
You can't get new ones. Yeah, it's just gonna get worse. You better Google how to make them.
I know. How?
You just get just I'm just be cutting up Coca-Cola bottles and just putting the glasses on top of each other. It's just gonna be brown.
Homemade LASIK surgery. I don't know.
And blowtorch.
In Lost, they noticed that Sawyer can't read because he doesn't have glasses that he needs. You ever watched Lost? Sawyer's a guy in Lost.
Yeah.
And then the doctor's like, "Oh, take this," and he's like putting together like 3 different types of glasses. Oh, can you see now? It's like a blue one and a red one. He's like, no. You see now? You just give him like mismatched glasses. Like, that's not how it works. I said what I didn't like. What was just the Marston thing that you didn't really like, or that kind of ruined it for you?
That's the thing. Like, none of it really. I guess I would say that could consider like ruin it for me. I felt like if I was there, I would have been like, all right, this is off because this guy's acting how he's acting. But then at the same time, I just thought myself was like, well, maybe he is part of the documentary and he's just supposed to act like this, and maybe he's supposed to just get reactions from everybody, and he's supposed to be the entertainment factor in the documentary. So I guess I would be like, okay. But the dude with the glasses, the dude and the girl, like those two together, I was like, oh, this is too. Well, it's hard because, they edit everything and they show you probably like 30 minutes of like, we only saw like what? How many episodes?
Yeah, we didn't.
200, like 2
episodes.
hours,
yeah.
like 2.5 hours of content out of like
3
definitely
weeks.
like 500 out, like 1,000 hours of stuff, And the whole thing about him explaining how he also explained how he only saw like a few cameras. There was only like 4 cameras, and he thought it was like a low budget documentary.
Yeah.
Because even when he went to other rooms, they were like, "Oh, just wait a second while we set up the cameras in the other rooms." And he was like, that seemed more like a documentary thing. But just the way some of the people were acting, it was kind of like has to be like some kind of joke. I'm in on something. Everyone's in on it except me. It has to be. Me, Ken, and the old lady, Barb.
Me, Ken, Lonnie, and Barb.
We're the only ones that does not know what's going on here.
Yeah,
Vanessa too. Ross too. Like a lot of them were normal, except for the ones that like were out of place. Like you would sit there and like, this guy's off. But even the weird guy, he didn't raise any red flags.
I mean, I don't want to call him weird, but I definitely know a couple people like that.
Exactly. Like this, like the guys that like you see people that seem weird to other people.
Not to that extent with the Chance.
Yeah, no, not Chance. Chance is just like,
and the weird nose thing.
And then I put it in, and I could still smell the
You see the part on the teeth?
Well, that wasn't in the show. They took that out early. If they put that in the show, well, I don't know.
I mean, he saw it.
Yeah.
So he was there when he was eating with his teeth.
It was too good that they definitely set up for him to watch a Bug's Life with him. That's probably the only movie in the room at the time when it was just them two. It was like, watch A Bug's Life so we can put the Chance next tomorrow. I would have been like, where did you get crutches from?
Did you have a backpack? Where did you get all
make
this
this overnight? The makeover had me dying.
With the hair.
They were like,
and the members only jacket. I don't know, man. This whole thing is like, we're sequestered, but you let us go to the mall?
yeah, and we went to margaritas.
Yeah, and we went to Margaritaville,
Margaritaville?
and you're making me celebrate Ross's birthday. Oh, you know what? That
Well, that was
sucks.
towards the end though, so that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
They didn't show James Marsden coming back with a second
yeah,
take.
they didn't show that.
I would have loved to see that.
Yeah,
to see
that
what
was
happened.
funny, especially when it was like it's a girl. That was funny. But then, but then at that point, I was like, all right, you don't mess up someone's cake and then you come back with a worse cake. Like, come on now, you just messed up a birthday party. You didn't come back with a birthday cake.
It's like Lonnie's like, why is there only one black person? Huh? I guess we gotta put another black person because Lonnie said so. It's like two guys batting.
They're fighting for the one pitch. I'm first. I'm next. I love how they were just like, we got to get him upstairs. We got to get him upstairs in the factory, and then like he wouldn't go. He didn't want to go upstairs.
We're not supposed to go upstairs.
Well, we're gonna get in trouble. Yeah,
Oh,
but,
yeah, we'll get
anyone can go
grounded.
anywhere. Well,
Want to buy
Lonnie,
some NFTs?
well, Lonnie, I'm not as cool as you. You know, I don't break the rules. You're too cool for school, Lonnie. Go ahead for it, man. He's like, oh, they're coming down. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, they did it.
Well, if they jumped off the bridge,
I might as well too. I don't know if they steered him
For what?
in the direction of, oh, you interact with Noah and Gina more because they were like the more dominant personalities in there. So what if you would have taken a kin to Vanessa?
I think how they did that was they separated them when they got sequestered.
Sequestered.
Sequestered? You know, when you sequester your thirst.
Squanch.
You sequester your thirst.
Squanchy.
Squanch. Sequestered. Yeah, they were like separate hotels, or like a whole different. Because remember they had like a community room, and it was only like it was Noah, the girl, Lonnie, and the weird guy. They were playing games together and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's true. I don't remember seeing any of the other guys in the.
And
in the
I think they
game
did
room.
that purposely because there was no girls for him to even like hit on.
Oh, that's
Because I was thinking that too. I was like, if I was there, I would have hit on. I would have like tried to talk to Vanessa. You know, I would have like, all right, the weird girls are like that girl's weird. That one's a little big, but I was just like, you know, the Vanessa, she was looking good. Like, don't leave me in sequestered with Vanessa in the same common
But
space.
I mean, she would have been like, "Oh, I'm married" or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But they still, they still set it up so that wouldn't even happen.
But what if he did like Gina? Well, I guess she would have also said like, "I like Noah."
That was like right away. That's why
Yeah.
like right away she went like in the waiting room. She was like, "Ooh, he looks cute," and then he went straight to like, yeah.
But I mean, he also seems like the type of guy who wouldn't be too forward with that.
Yes and no. There's some times where he swore, or he was like saying like he was dropping F-bombs and shit
Yeah.
and saying stuff like that, and I'm just like, oh, he's still acting kind of like normalish. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm just like, maybe he would say something like that because even being cool with the guy, and he's like, sometimes shit happens, blah blah blah. Like the chance thing. You have some good ideas and bad ideas. Shit happens.
I
man.
would have ripped the crap out of the Chance.
What do you mean?
You just like make fun of the Chance.
Oh yeah, like as soon as the door closed and I was in the room by myself, I was like, oh my. The weird thing was like he was journaling. Remember he said he journaled?
Oh yeah, he did.
He was journaling. Like, who? Like this is why I was just like, how do you find these? It was like what 21,000 people requested. Like, how do you even find that either?
I know.
Like, I mean, 21,000 people. It's kind of. It seems like a lot, but it's not. It's not at all. Like it's such a small percentage of people. But it's like, how do they even find it?
They really did their job and they found the absolutely perfect guy for this role.
Yeah, because he wasn't a douche.
Exactly.
He was cool with everybody. He figured out the case. He stored it. He did everything. He was easy to manipulate.
I feel like I would have been like him, except
Yeah,
I would have been
because-
more awake about. All right, this guy's trolling me.
Yeah. I felt like when you're on camera
Yeah,
and it's a documentary, like you gotta act. You're not gonna act like a jackass, But then like when other people around you are acting like jackasses, and I'm like, they do know they're on camera. Why are they
Exactly.
acting like this? That, you know what? Me thinking, I just thought about that out loud. I'm just like, wait, that's right. Everybody else also knew they were on camera, and this is how they act.
yeah.
I'm just like,
but they weren't on camera in the hotel
you're right. That was another thing. I wanted to know if they were on camera in the hotel, because like, why wouldn't they?
because it's about jury duty. I don't
Maybe though, because they wanted to do the interactions of people sequestered. How the whole sequestered process would be like. You know what I mean?
remember.
Because they said they have 4 cameras. Well, I don't know.
But when he was in the hotel, it was mostly like video confessionals.
Yep.
It was very low grade.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think they
That's
were.
probably why a lot of the hotel stuff was cut out.
Yeah.
It got a little too real.
I mean, they had some stuff set up in like the game room and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were all playing games. Yeah. I think they were playing Mario Kart. They had a Switch there.
Yeah, they were playing Mario Kart. And the whole thing, hey, when the judge walks by, I'm going to buy tacos for everybody. Yeah, Jimmy!
Yeah, let's go, church. Yeah, yeah, woo.
Yeah,
So y'all think guys give you autographs? Some of them like they buy, and then he like buys his own bailiff so that they can stay with him, so he doesn't have to stay at the hotel.
I thought he could stay at my guest house.
Yeah,
But he has to stay at my mansion.
yeah, me and him sleep in the same room.
That's stupid. Overall, it was a great show.
Like it was a great concept. Everything was
a
really
good-
good.
yeah.
But I'm just like I don't see that they can't do it again because it got way too popular. Like it got popular to the point where it's like the guy was like he's on like interviews now all over the place.
shoot, really?
He
I
was
haven't
like on
seen
Good
him.
Morning America. He's like on all these shows.
You know what I liked? At the end, like the very end, it was like, oh, he still keeps in touch with all the, all
he's
the
still cool with
people.
them. Yeah.
It was like, obviously, he's not going to be cool with James Marsden.
He was though.
But he was, yeah. That's like the last photo that they show.
Yeah.
It was just them having dinner.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I believe that. But I'm just like
I would have thought everybody else, because they're, if James Marsden is like A tier, these people are like D tier.
Yeah. No,
So-
but I meant like him being cool with James Marsden. I was like, yeah, I believe they went out to dinner once after this whole thing. That's about it. They're not like-
possibly, yeah.
yeah, they're not like, oh,
like-
every week let's hit up James Marsden.
No,
and go.
no, of
You know
course
what I
not.
mean?
I mean, they are in LA.
Yeah.
So,
Once a month, I guess. I would believe that once a month, like all of them go hang out or whatever.
I mean, spending 3 weeks with people like that, even if they were actors at the end of the day.
Yeah, there was still like normal people. The only one that was weird was the guy with the crutches, and then like you find out he's not even weird, so you're like, oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Cool.
Would you take blame for the giant poop in your toilet?
No. Well, that's the thing, right? You want to be cool with the actor.
Yeah.
But like at that point, no. In the beginning, yes. Because in the beginning he wasn't acting like a clown the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of was, but it wasn't like to the extent where I'm already like onto the whole show. At that point, I'm just like, really? You just clogged my I was like, there's no way. And he goes, oh, it was already in there before. I was like, really? Oh, it was?
But you got to think, this guy's auditioning for a Quentin Tarantino film.
Well, that's what you think.
What?
He never said, though.
That's what he made you think.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, very problematic actor." He's like, "Oh, does it start with a Q?"
Is it
Quentin Tarantino.
Is it Tarantino?
Yeah.
And he didn't say, oh, maybe.
He didn't say.
Oh, I
but-
wouldn't.
Yeah, at the same time, what if he does
I
get
wouldn't
the
even have thought
part?
of Quentin Tarantino when he said that line.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, Tarantino? I'm like, what?
Who-
Why would you jump to that?
I know. I
Marsden with Tarantino? I wouldn't even think. I can't even picture that.
I wouldn't even think who
Who the director would be?
Fuqua. That's the only one that comes to mind. I don't know. But
George
doesn't-
Lucas?
But doesn't Fuqua do like mostly like?
Denzel watch the movies. They're not good. The only movie he's made that was good was Training Day.
Did he do Training Day?
I believe so. And then ever since then, like all his movies are really bad. But somehow these people still watch him and like his movies.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think
well-
all his movies are trash.
What about Spike Lee?
Oh, Spike Lee makes great movies.
Spike Lee hasn't. I don't think I've liked a Spike Lee movie like that since he got Game.
He got game.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a Spike Lee movie that was dope. Clive Owen when they robbed the bank. I think Denzel Washington was in that too.
Oh, he did that one?
Yeah, that one was
Inside-
good.
Inside
Man. That movie was good.
Oh, if he did that one, all right, that one was.
That was old as hell.
Yeah, it's like mid 2000s.
But yeah, jury duty. I like I don't know how they did it, but they picked the perfect guy for it.
Yeah, no.
Even the whole talk to my girlfriend, tell her what happened, all this. I'm like, come on now.
Dude, that whole conversation, we are like, is Cody a girl? No, Cody's a guy. It's a guy's name. I know a girl that's named Cody.
That was a normal conversation. What was stupid, which would have blew everything up, was the guy on the witness. His middle name was Cody. After we just had like an hour-long conversation
he
about
pointed
Cody. Now a guy comes along, his name is Cody.
Yeah, he's a guy.
It doesn't count. Doesn't count. It's his middle name. Yeah, right. I would have been like, Cody, I would have like, all right. Jig is up. Jig is up.
Too much of a coincidence. Wait, is that the movie theater guy? Who was Cody? Who was middle name Cody? Is that the movie theater guy?
The guy who hired, I think the manager, the
Oh,
hiring manager who hired the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, oh, and then he masturbated in public.
the movie he was watching.
Oh, Pacific Rim 2? Pacific Rim Uprising, and the whole time. Yeah, right. There's no way that's real. This guy.
I saw that movie. There's no sexy part in it.
I ain't gonna lie, when I first watched the first Pacific Rim, I was excited. I was like, this is amazing.
Isn't that? Oh, I'm thinking of Ender's Game. Forget about it.
But yeah, as soon as this guy. Oh, so this guy's so reliable. He got arrested for indecent exposure, masturbating in the movie theater. Like, oh my God. And then Cody shows up on the stand. And then, like, they show the video. Hey, I got a video too. It's high quality video. And then all the actors saw that for the first time when they saw it, and then they just see, because he's like paying attention to them, and then everybody else is like laughing because they couldn't believe.
You notice that the girl, the Gina girl, she laughs a whole lot.
Oh yeah, she does. She does.
Like a lot.
Like if he paid attention at any moment, like yeah,
She would have given it up.
Like, what's so funny? The crazy thing was the bailiff. When the bailiff, Cassandra's bag.
She says it like 20 times.
But they never showed that, right?
No, they didn't show that.
They didn't
part.
show that.
No.
Yeah, they just mentioned it, and then they showed like the behind the scenes, like this is the part. And
But they
no
got
Cassandra in the jerk. It's no Cassandra.
It's funny that he noticed.
The fact that everybody's involved knows they're in a documentary. Because if you're in a documentary, even the people that's like on the stand
Yeah.
would have to sign something.
They have to sign some
You know what I mean?
releases, yeah.
So like, I feel like that would be,
Unless they said they were going to blur them out.
yeah, I feel like that should be something in the back of his mind that everybody around him knows that they're also being recorded.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're acting the way they are is just like, there's no way you would act like this while you're being recorded.
The part in Margaritaville.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can't drink unless he drinks.
You can't drink unless he drinks. And then they're like,
Yeah, I think you should. You saw it first.
Yeah, and then the kid acting drunk. I don't know, man.
they did the whole. Has he been drinking I've been drinking his virgins the whole time? Because remember, he supposedly drank Barb's double shots.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay. And if this is the first time he's drank,
Oh man, but coming back with like his pants undone, not like
Was it undone?
No, like his shirt was
untucked and
untucked.
stuff. He's
He
like,
didn't have the
"Ooh."
tie.
I was like we said, like him and Gina, Noah and Gina definitely would have blew it for us at least. At least we would have thought.
What's your score? Jury duty. What's your score?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
8.
Yeah, 8
I'll
out of 10.
I'm around that time. I go like 8.2.
It was
kind
good.
Of thing.
It was just seemed like a few. There was more than a few. I think every episode there was an instance where I would have been like, no, there's something off.